Hello there, my name is Michael Okunloro and this is my YouTube channel. Today I'll be sharing with you 5 things you need to consider before you select fabrics for your next collection. If you are not new here, you know this is a tradition, outfit of the day first. So today I'm wearing a relaxed black shirt from 1219 Styles, paired with a blue jean from H&M with a green slippers from Morgan. This is a nice look to put together on days you want to run errands and you still want to look classy without looking like an houseboy. So this is a good look you can put up together. I've added the green slippers to elevate the look for a pop of color, just to stay stylish with it, in other words. And so with that, I have my outfit of today. And so let's get into today's topic. So before I get into today's topic, I want to talk to you about Dojamo Textiles. They are the one who sponsored today's post. Dojamo Textiles is a Lagos brand that caters to fashion houses, individuals for textiles and fabrics. I've been shopping with Dojamo Textiles for the longest time I know, and I would say that their credibility is 100%. If you're planning your wedding and you're trying to get a shrebi for your groomsmen, I think you should check them out. They have varieties of fabrics, from brocade to cashmere, to cotton, to wool, to silk. Just think about it, they have everything. And if you're also not in Nigeria and you need them to ship, or you're not in Lagos and you need them to ship, they have a seamless service of shipping things abroad. So with that being said, let's get into today's topic and let's go. I will take a seat on this. So here are 5 things you need to consider when selecting fabrics for your next selection. Number 1 is that you want to consider how you want your customers to feel in what you're designing, in the collections you're putting together. What do you want them to express when they are wearing this collection? Are you designing this collection for them to feel happy? Are you trying to tell a story with this collection? I remember my second collection called Ballet. Ballet was an urban vintage collection. When we were designing Ballet was me drawing inspiration from the old fashion, from my grandfather generation and my own generation. I was trying to merge the two together, and that was the idea behind Ballet. So that collection required of me to select recent fabrics while still staying true to the vintage designs. I had to consider fabrics like velvet, more recent fabrics that are new to that very particular year. So I want the men wearing Ballet, I want them to connect to their roots while still staying true to the aesthetics of this generation. So as a fashion designer, before you select your fabric for your next collection, you will want to consider, how do you want your customers to feel in that outfit? Another example is when I was working on my third collection called Tura. At the time we were designing Itura, I wanted the customers to feel relaxed because Itura means comfort. So that is what I wanted the customer to feel, that comfort. For me, at the year I was designing Itura, I'd gone through like the darkest moment of my life and I was just coming out of it, and I found inspirations in colors and it has changed my view of life. I also wanted people to see what I was seeing at that point in time. I want people to wear it and feel relaxed. Itura, just for you to just feel comfort in it. It is a summer collection. I want you to be at a beach or somewhere just chilling with the people you love. And that was the idea behind Itura. The second thing you want to consider, or you might want to consider when selecting fabric for your next collection, you want to consider the season. There are different fabrics that fit in for different seasons. In the UK, yeah, we have 4 seasons. The year starting with winter, then we move on to spring, then summer, then autumn, then we come back to winter. Back in Nigeria and some more tropical countries where we have just 2 seasons, which is the rainy season and the dry season. So you want to consider the season you're releasing your collection or the season you're dropping your collection, and make sure that the fabrics you're getting, they fit into the right season. There are some fabrics that are breathable, which is perfect for summer, and there are some fabrics that they are not breathable, which means they don't let air into them, which is perfect for winter. Fabrics like linen, they are perfect for summer collection. Fabric like wool, they are perfect for winter collection. The properties of wool does not allow air into them, so it is perfect for winter collection. So you might want to also consider that. Another thing you want to consider is your brand aesthetics. What is your brand all about? Is your brand about African prints? For example, I would say that my own brand aesthetics is built on simplicity, style, and this is a subtle tone that it comes with colors. So in my designs and the things I do, I try as much to add some elements of colors into them, which is due to my own brand aesthetics. So you also want to consider that, like, what is your overall general brand aesthetics? And this is going to help you, especially when you're going to the market, to get fabric so you don't get confused. You already know the fabrics that you want to work with, and you know the kind of fabrics that you don't want to work with. So for example, fabrics that are loud in prints, that are quite heavy, that is very busy, does not match with our own brand aesthetics, because our own brand aesthetics, like I mentioned, simplicity and class. This has always guided me anytime I'm designing a collection. I have to look through it. Is this simple enough? Does this look classy? Is this stylish? Yeah, the 1219 styles element has to come into it. So I have to consider that before designing anything. So yes, you also want to consider that as well. Number 4, you also want to consider your budget. How much are you willing to sell the collection you're designing? How much is going to go into the total production? You also want to consider your current customers' purchasing power. You do not want to create a collection that at the end of the day you're unable to sell, or that will affect your selling power or too high for your current customers. So you need to consider who your customers are, their current budget, how much they are currently paying, or like alternatives of even this, your competitors in the market, what are they charging for what you are doing? So you want to consider all of this together and let this be your determining factor. So if you get into the market and you see a fabric that you really love but it is above your budget, you know that it is no. What do you then want to do? You want them to look for fabrics that you can as well use instead of that will still give you the same result of what you're trying to create or what you're trying to do. Number 5, if you're into bespoke, you also want to consider your customer needs when you're selecting fabrics for collection. For example, there are some customers that their skin reacts to fabrics. There are some customers who don't like bold prints. There are some customers who love bold prints. There are some customers that they love black. There are some people who love white. See, I've had a customer who only wear white, and I've also had customers who wear black, especially if they're architects. Back in Lagos, there's this customer I had that I was designing for. At a go in one sitting, he can order for 10 white agbada, the same colors, the same fabric, the same design. And I have another customer in South Africa. All he wears is black. He just finds it easy for him to navigate his wardrobe. So you want to consider this customer needs. And one mistake I used to make back then was that I already know this man loves black, but sometimes when he wants to change a wardrobe change and I go to the market to source fabric for him, I would still go and start looking for green, red, yellow, and send it to him and ask him, oh, would you like this green? Would you like this red? And the answer would be no. But as time goes on, I understand that this man wants black and all he wants is black. So anytime I go into the market or anytime I'm sourcing for fabric for him, I try to look for black in all of the shades: black with stripe, black with pattern, simple black, silky black, cashmere black, black. So I try to get in with that. You want to understand your customer as well, understand their needs, understand what they like, understand what they do not like as well when you're selecting fabrics. With that 5 key points, I hope I've been able to help you out when next you're selecting fabric for your next collection. If you find this helpful, kindly subscribe to my channel, like, share with someone you know it will be helpful with. Thank you very much. My name is Michael Okunloro, and I will see you tomorrow on my daily vlog.